Americans eat 1.5 billion pounds of potato chips every year. And the origin story behind them is one of the pettiest moments in culinary history. In 1853, a chef tried to ruin a customer's meal on purpose. Instead, he accidentally created a $10 billion industry. Here's how a single act of spite became the snack you can't stop eating. George Crum was a chef at Moon's Lake House, an upscale resort on Saratoga Lake in New York. Born George Speck, the son of an African-American father and a Native American mother of the Huron tribe, Crum had spent his youth as a guide and trapper in the Adirondack Mountains. He was known for two things: his cooking and his temper. The resort catered to the wealthiest families in America. Cornelius Vanderbilt was a regular, and one of the most popular items on the menu was French fried potatoes, thick cut, served in the traditional French style. One day, a customer sent his plate back. The fries were too thick, not crispy enough. Crum made a second batch, sliced thinner, sent it out, the customer sent it back again. I used to think this was just a funny story about a picky eater. It's actually a story about what happens when ego meets opportunity and neither one sees it coming. That's the kind of thing we break down every week on this channel. On the third attempt, Crum had had enough. He grabbed a potato and sliced it as thin as a human hand could manage, paper thin, almost translucent. He dropped the slices into boiling grease and fried them until they curled and hardened into rigid, brittle crisps. Then he buried them in salt. The goal wasn't to feed the customer, it was to insult him. These were too thin to eat with a fork, too crispy to chew comfortably, too salty to enjoy. The customer loved them. Other diners saw the plate and wanted them too. If you like stuff like this, subscribe. We break down videos like this every week. Within weeks, Crum's thin fried potatoes, called Saratoga Chips, were the most requested item on the menu. By 1860, Crum had opened his own restaurant near Saratoga Lake. He put a basket of chips on every table. Presidents, railroad tycoons, and New York society traveled specifically for them. But here's the part that changes the story. Crum never patented the potato chip, never tried to mass produce them, never sold them outside his restaurant. He treated them as a novelty, not a product. And he may not have even invented them. Recipes for thin fried potato slices appear in cookbooks as early as 1817, 36 years before Crum's famous act of spite. A New York newspaper article from 1849 praised a cook named Eliza at the very same resort for her crispy fried potatoes 4 years before the legend says Crum created them. Crum's own sister, Catherine Wicks, claimed she invented the chip by accidentally dropping a potato slice into hot grease while making donuts. When she died in 1917, her obituary credited her with the invention and the disgruntled customer. Some versions say it was Cornelius Vanderbilt himself. Historians later confirmed Vanderbilt was in Europe that entire summer. The most famous origin story in American food history might be a myth. Here's where it gets even stranger. The founder of the Snack Food Association, a man named Harvey Noss, later admitted that he promoted the spite story specifically to help market potato chips without any actual knowledge of whether it was true. The legend was manufactured. The snack industry needed an origin story, so they picked the most entertaining version and ran with it. But none of that stopped the chip from becoming what it became. In 1895, William Tappenden became the first person to sell chips in grocery stores out of a makeshift factory behind his house. In 1926, Laura Scudder invented the wax paper bag, which meant chips could be packaged and shipped without going stale. In 1932, Herman Lay founded what became Lay's, the first nationally marketed potato chip brand. And today, the global potato chip market is worth over $40 billion a year. All because a cook got angry at a customer in 1853. Or maybe because his sister dropped a potato slice by accident. Or maybe because a woman named Eliza was already doing it 4 years earlier. Nobody knows for sure who invented the potato chip. What we do know is that the story we all believe, the one about spite, was chosen not because it was true, but because it was the best story. And in the end, the story sold more chips than the recipe ever could. Check this one off your things I didn't know list, and if you want to see more, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the like button, share with someone you know. There's another video waiting for you right now. Click the video on your screen. 5 minutes, no filler. Thanks for watching.